The story of Saint Bridget of Sweden. Once upon a time, in the cold and rugged land of Sweden, there lived a woman named Bridget, born in the year 1303 to a wealthy and noble family. Bridget seemed destined for a life of comfort, but as we'll see, God had far greater plans for her, plans that would inspire millions, even centuries later. From an early age, Bridget was deeply devoted to God. As a child, she often spent hours in prayer, and she began having visions of Christ. One of her earliest visions was so vivid that it changed her life forever. She saw Jesus on the cross, wounded and suffering. In her vision, he spoke to her, asking, "Who has done this to me?" With a trembling heart, she answered, "I did, Lord, by my sins." As she grew older, Bridget's faith remained central to her life. She married a nobleman, Ulf Gudmarsson, and together they had 8 children. Bridget was a loving wife and mother, but she never let her responsibilities distract her from her spiritual calling. She often taught her children about kindness, humility, and the importance of serving others. Despite their wealth, Bridget and Ulf lived simply and gave generously to the poor. They even made a pilgrimage to Santiago de Compostela in Spain, a journey that deepened their faith and brought them closer to God. But life wasn't without sorrow. After many happy years of marriage, Ulf passed away. Bridget was heartbroken, yet in her grief, she felt God's call more strongly than ever. She decided to dedicate the rest of her life to serving Him completely. Throughout her life, Bridget continued to have visions from God. These visions gave her guidance and revealed heavenly mysteries. Many of her visions were recorded, and they inspired people across Europe to deepen their faith. But perhaps the most enduring legacy of Saint Bridget lies in the promises tied to her devotion to Christ's passion. According to tradition, Jesus revealed 7 promises to her for those who meditate on his wounds and suffering with devotion. Here are the 7 promises of Christ to those who honor his passion through prayer. I will grant them true repentance for all their sins and perfect love for me. I will free them from their purgatory debts, bringing them to eternal joy. I will shield them from sudden death, ensuring they have time to make peace with me. I will protect them from their spiritual enemies and bring them safely to heaven. I will give them the grace to see and love the beauty of my wounds. I will give them the ability to intercede for the salvation of sinners. I will bless their families and give them the assurance of my eternal friendship. Saint Bridget's life was a beacon of faith, humility, and courage. She showed the world that no matter your circumstances, God's calling can lead you to greatness, not through worldly power, but through love and service. Bridget passed away in 1373, but her legacy continues. She was canonized as a saint in 1391, and today she is remembered as the patron saint of Sweden and a co-patroness of Europe. Her story reminds us that even in the face of loss and hardship, faith can guide us to a life of purpose and fulfillment. So, as we reflect on her life and her promises, may we, too, find the courage to walk the path of love and devotion.